Okay guys, we're back inside of the first Descendant, and there's a lot going on in the last 24 hours. A new hotfix, which is quite an interesting one, coming from the director himself, so we're going to take a look into that today. We've also got a petition to remove character collision, because we all know that one's a nightmare, and crafting still seems to be a hot topic, with the community being split into two. So we're going to take a look into all of it today. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated. On top of that, we're doing a giveaway here on the channel for 1060 caliber. So if you want to get your hands on it, it's extremely simple. Head down to the comment section, put a peach emoji in there, because we guys know you love your peaches. No other reason. And head into the Discord. We'll announce the winner at the weekend via the giveaway announcement sector. With that being said though, let's dive on into exactly what we've got happening here in the first Descendant. So starting off, we had a tweet going up via the main Twitter page stating, "Hello, this is director Minseok Joe," and I've definitely butchered his name, so my apologies. But we're aware of the Valby run issue. Now, instead of removing it, we'll update other farming locations to match the efficiency equivalent to the Fortress Outpost. We're preparing for a hotfix for patch 1.0.4 to address this. Thank you for your feedback. Now, before we get into exactly what that notice actually says, it's not very often that we actually see gaming companies actually go through like this. 9 times out of 10, we experience a lot more of a nerf that comes in. They just remove that farm and we have to try and find another root cause. But now apparently we seem to be in a bit more of a foundation where they're quite happy for us to have OP builds and OP farming methods and ways to be able to grind these things out. Seems that they know their community more than most. But when we go over to the firstdescendant.nexon.com, as you can see on screen right here, it says that I wish to share the dev's opinion regarding our recent issue, so-called Valby Run. Valby Run strategic outpost farming using Valby is currently taking place in the outpost within the fortress. Was certainly not intended. Now, due to our systematic mistake, mobs at the fortress outpost have been respawning infinitely. As a member of that result, though, the amount of item drops has been increased 2 to 3 times higher than that of the popular locations. To maintain our game and to be adored by our fans for a long time, we believe that this is wrong to just look on and leave the unbalanced content, which is providing biased rewards. However, as Valby Run became popular very quickly within our community, we assume many players have researched Valby to enjoy the newly discovered content. The current issue has occurred clearly by our own mistake, but we do not wish to suddenly remove it, because it has already become a solid content of the first Descendant. So we'd like to inform you that we're preparing a patch without completely blocking the Fortress Outpost issue, and to keep allowing players to enjoy playing like before. However, at the same time, we will update our other farming locations to match the efficiency equivalent to the Fortress Outpost. Although we've insisted that no additional patch will be necessary next week, we have been preparing a new hotfix for 1.0.4 prioritized to apply improvements so that we can finalize the week 5 development schedule. The main purpose for 1.0.4 is to reduce the cooltime for the Vulgus strategic outpost, and also the rebalance the locations for collecting void fragments. Also, we're planning to diversify methods of gold supply by enhancing gold efficiency within special operations. As we continue our live service for the first Descendant, we have no plan to respond by simply nerfing certain content. For any gameplay which collides with our intentions, we respect every content created by our players and will do our best to create the game that all players can enjoy together for a long time. We appreciate your endless feedback and interest in our game, and will endeavour to provide a better gaming environment that will fulfill your expectations. Now, that for me personally is absolutely huge. There's not many gaming developers anymore that will work along that narrative. We see a lot of other gaming developers nowadays that work more along the "it's our game, you just play it, it's not intended to be that way and you can't make it that way, so we'll nerf it to the ground." Luckily for us, Nexon seems to have taken the community approach, and we can now see exactly how this one's going to go going forward. Whether this is a positive thing or a negative will be yet to wait and see. The problem is most of the time is when you kind of adhere to everything that the community wants, sometimes it makes the game a little bit too easy easy and means that people complete things a lot quicker. Maybe, just maybe, this may well win on a 1 out of 2 notice, and we could either have a very good decision that's been made and everybody love it and make the replayability a lot better, or it could be a massive negative and everybody could get bored of having their own way so quickly. You never know with the gaming community, let's be bloody real, but let me know in the comment section what your guys' opinions are. On another forenote though, the petition to remove the character Collision is now in play, and it seems to have 1.8 thousand upvotes on Reddit so far. States right here that it's so annoying, man, especially if you play any fast character like Bunny and inevitably bump into a teammate or even an enemy. Just draining all of your momentum, feels clunky, and significantly worsens the overall movement flow. And this is one thing that I can agree on, although not too sure how the transparency of other characters is going to work when it comes to actual gameplay. It'll be an interesting feature, but yes, Collision is something which is kind of frustration, especially when it comes to a game so damn fast paced, and that's probably the most enjoyable part about this game. Although the biggest conversation at hand right now does seem to be the crafting drop rates, and people seem to be on the fence to say the least. We have two sorts of people in the community right now. This one right here, as you can see via the Steam posting in the main social community posts, 3 Ultimate Descendants crafting drop rates feel fair, guys. Got 3 Ultimate Descendants crafting, and it seems fair for a free game. It's really not that hard to farm Ultimate Frames in this Warframe, and the game feels great. I hope everyone's trying to get some sweet Ultimates to just keep trying, and this seems to be in a bit of a weird one. I think that the drop rates for this are kind of being a little bit unbalanced, not on a basis of actual percentage rates, but it seems that those percentage drop rates that people are just getting luckier than others. As we have this post right here from the other side of the fence stating drop rates are so bad. Please Nexon, I'm literally going insane. More than 80 runs and I got nothing. I just need the glaze stabilizer and that's it. It's been 35 hours, please. So it does seem that some characters are getting the worst end of the stick to others, and some people are clearly getting a lot luckier than most. Especially when it comes to these ultimate characters, it is definitely a grind. We're having to do a lot at the moment, but I would recommend waiting for the new 1.0.4 patch to come through with the Void Shards movement, and hopefully the fragments become a little bit easier to farm overall and gives you guys a little bit less farming time for specific pieces that you guys have evidently put more than enough time into. This for me would be a very, very good change and something that would really bring a bit more of a positive aspect to the game. Another thing that would be quite positive is to rearrange the main social menu when it comes to actual players. As you can see right here, this post states, game devs, can you please switch your UI to this, because it's pretty annoying that then the deleted friend is right underneath the party invite. And I never really looked at it like that, but yeah, I can imagine a few people have been deleted when they've not really wanted to have been. And I don't know if there's a blockage point. If you delete a friend, can you still re-add them straight afterwards? Or is there a bit of an issue with that as well? I have no idea. I'm not deleted anybody yet. Let me know in the comment section if you guys have mistaken the delete friend for the party invite. Quite a funny aspect, but yeah, pop the delete friend at the bottom, we'll pop that whisper at the top, and no mistakes to be made. But overall, I'm extremely happy with the game, and I think that they're definitely going in the right direction. As to what they do with 1.0.4, we'll have to wait and see, but it does seem like it's going to be a very positive outcome for the first Descendant, as long as they can continue the updates this year and keep it down to a community narrative. Right now, they've got the community on side. They seem to be doing quite well. But we all see how these games go, and we know that they can turn in the blink of an eye. Helldivers is probably your prime example. That's all we got for today, though, guys. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up. Subscribe, post notifications turned on. Appreciate your faces. And as always, I'll see you in the clouds.